Okay.
Okay. And
So, I mean, same issue about the concerns about the handcuffing.
okay. Is there a requirement that I go through you? Is that like a law or something?
Between
Me going to a state's attorney and then to a judge. Is there anything prohibiting me from going to a judge? I understand you don't have to prosecute it, but I just have a real problem giving cocaine back to a dealer. I mean,
So
she's
do I.
admitted there's cocaine in the car.
Jack, so do I.
Yeah.
But we have ethical obligations, and if we identify issues, we're not going to go forward on it.
Mm-hmm. I thought that the training that you just put on, that you said that it was okay to handcuff during an investigative detention. If you're detaining somebody,
Yeah.
you're detaining them, right?
Well, I don't think you had any grounds to handcuff her.
Well,
You know,
we disagree.
If you're going to detox somebody, why are you trying to get consent? Detox.
You can do many things that multitask. I mean, it's a there's all different kinds of things going on at the same time. You know, if I were to say, okay, have a nice day, you're free to leave, and she stumbles off and gets hit by a car.
No rule that says you have to come to me to get a warrant. I think that's been traditionally the practice.
Right.
So, if that's the route you want to travel, I would suggest you talk to, your supervisors about that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we review it. I don't know what the practice is in other counties, but I am not going to ask a judge for that. And I'll be honest with you, that's now 6 attorneys in this office who've looked at it independently who've said no.
Okay. Because of
The handcuffing.
the handcuffing.
I don't think you can do it. First of all, you don't get a lot from this concerned citizen. You really don't. You were good absent the handcuffs. You get the dog, you get the hit, you're good. Impound the car.
I don't get it. I mean, I just don't understand. If you have reasonable suspicion to detain while you investigate, ergo investigative detention, you have the right to do that safely and effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you how many times when you get ready to come to a conclusion that the drugs get eaten, somebody tosses them into the wind.
Yeah.
It's just safer this way for everybody.
Well, I don't think we would prevail on this. And I think at the end of the day, we got a parking lot, we get individuals, you get your partner, you call a dog, you get the hit, you impound the car. You're not searching her person, you're searching the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to handcuff her?
Because she could also contain drugs. I mean, this guy
You patted her down.
and she had drugs on her,
She had a scale.
which had drug residue on it,
Okay.
which is also indicative of being a drug dealer,
Okay.
which also backs up everything that the informant said.
Okay. So
So if we have probable cause to, and this is a quote from the training, if you have probable cause to get a warrant, you have probable cause to arrest.
and probable cause to arrest for what?
Possession of marijuana. She admitted there was marijuana on the scales. I mean, it's semantics. Thing is,
Yeah.
I had reasonable suspicion to believe a crime was occurring. I froze the scene, and I continued to investigate in a safe manner. You can't just have people wandering around while you're investigating. You need to have control of the scene. And getting control for officer safety and to prevent the destruction of evidence includes handcuffing the person because she had drugs on her. And believe me, she was trying to get to them. When I walk up and she walks away like this and turns her back to me and stuff, she's trying to get to the drugs to destroy them. Just like the guy bolted in the car and hit him in the car. We don't have control of the situation until you have control of the person. Then you can continue with your investigation while the people are detained for a moment or two. And you decide whether or not this whole thing pans out. And it does. The dog comes, gets on the car.
How long was she detained for?
She was detained for about 4 or 5 minutes till the dog got there. The dog was right down the street.
When did she go to detox?
She never went to detox. We sat in our office for hours while I was typing the search warrant, and then she said, how come my friend got to leave? And I said, because she was searched and cooperative, and she didn't have any drugs on her. And I said, I can't determine whether or not you have drugs on you. She said, I told you you could search me. And I said, I don't remember
Is the
that.
practice or policy of South Burlington, when you're going to send somebody to detox,
No. But she, by the time that I released her, it had been hours. She was no longer. She said, "You've killed my buzz." By the time we got done, we had a long conversation. She was very rational. She wasn't cocked anymore, and I released her to her boyfriend, who came from sleeping, which is also an acceptable practice with a person who's intoxicated, to put him into the custody of somebody who is not intoxicated.
But they're saying you handcuffed her because she's under the influence, and you're going to detox her.
The whole bunch of reasons. She was under the influence. She was high. She was acting in a manner that was consistent with somebody who was going to destroy drugs. And she's got all these things on her person. I mean, there's so many reasons to handcuff her.
Yeah.
I'm over here with her. Fitzgerald's over there, 100 feet away with this guy and a girl, and there's a crowd. If he needs help, I've got to run over there. I'm going to leave her over here so she can do whatever she wants. At least handcuffing gives you a modicum of control over the situation. I think it's a lot less intrusive than, full-blown arrest, but it's...
Well, the argument is it turns into an arrest. You're not detaining somebody, but now you've arrested somebody.
Well, I guess, from a defense attorney's standpoint, they're going to say it's an arrest anytime you detain the person. When I tell you stay there, you're not free to leave, you're under arrest. So what's the difference? There's no difference whatsoever.
Well, there is a difference.
What is the difference?
It's what's the most less intrusive manner of detaining somebody.
And the least effective. And the least safe. I mean, if a police officer needs to get hurt, there's a funeral today for one. If a police officer needs to get hurt, it's not going to be me. Unless I screw up. But I try to be as safe as I can.
And I think that's the best policy. Now, that may be inconsistent with what the law is, Jack, and that's detention.
You guys just taught a class telling us to do this a month ago.
Were you in that training?
I got the notes from it, from the people that were there. All right, I guess I'll go and try to find a judge on my own, I guess. If that's legal. Is this it here?
Yeah.
You need it?
No, if you want to go ahead.
Yep. Thank you.
I don't know if it's legal. You should ask
If what's legal?
if you can go directly to a judge.
I don't see why you wouldn't. I'm just bringing probable cause to a trier of fact.
Okay.
I mean, you're the person who wants to prosecute the case. If you don't want to prosecute it, that's your decision, right?
That's right. And I'm not going to prosecute that case.
Okay. But you're not going to prosecute a search warrant.
That's right, but you're getting a search warrant in order to get evidence of a crime that somebody's going to be charged with.
Maybe not.
Okay, Jack, let me be very clear.
Yeah.
If you do that, I'll never do business with you again in this county.
If I go to a judge to get a search warrant,
Absolutely.
why?
Absolutely. Because I've just told you that I'm not prosecuting this case.
Right.
Okay?
So you're instructing me to give the drugs back to the girl.
Go talk to your supervisor.
No, I'm asking you. You're telling me what to do. I'm saying
Jack.
you just threatened me that you're going to stop my law enforcement
Let me
career.
be very clear.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you go to a judge and get this signed,
Mm-hmm.
I am telling you I am not going to prosecute this case. Okay?
That's not what you just told me. You told me that I would be done in this county.
I'm not going to use you, Jack, anymore if you do that.
What do you mean use me?
I won't use you. I won't use your cases.
Why?
Because I'm telling you,
Is
we're
it
not
because it's a
prosecuting-
personal matter?
No, I'm not prosecuting this case.
So as punishment, if I
It's
go
not
around...
punishment, Jack. I'm not prosecuting this case. What don't you understand?
No, you're saying that you
What
won't...
don't you understand?
You said that you won't prosecute any of my cases from that
Because
point on.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
I am not prosecuting this case.
This case,
what
you're
don't
talking...
you understand?
I'm talking about future cases. You just told me that...
Jack, you really...
What? I just want a straight answer. That's it. Is that so much to ask for?
I'm not prosecuting this case.
I understand
what the fuck do you not understand?
I understand completely that you're not prosecuting this case. I just don't feel easy giving a drug dealer back drugs.
Neither do I.
Okay, so if
Neither do I.
there is a legal way to stop the...
Nothing. I'm not,
Go ahead, Jack.
I'm not prosecuting this case. So the problem is Jack wants to go to a judge and get this signed. And what I've told Jack is this: I'm not prosecuting this case. And if he does that, because that says to me, Jack, I'm not going to trust you.
Why wouldn't you trust me? I don't. What is
Because
it?
I'm telling you, Jack, this is the
Why
way
do
it
you have to
works.
yell at
We
me?
make this decision
Why do
because
you
I'm
have to
sick
yell-
of this fucking bullshit. That's what I'm sick about.
What bullshit?
You can't take no for an answer. Take it.
Okay, so I'm asking, you want me to give the drugs back to the girl? It's a
Jack,
simple question.
Go talk to your supervisor.
Well, you've just threatened to end my career.
Fuck you. Fuck you. How's that sound?
Sounds very immature and...
Absolutely. Here's my answer. I'm not prosecuting this case. If you get a warrant signed by a judge for this and go around me, I'm still not prosecuting it. That's my decision.
And then you're not going to...
That will impact your relationship with this office. Take it for what you will.
Mm-hmm. That's bizarre, but okay.
And guess what?
What?
I will get on the phone, talk to your supervisor, tell Chief Whipple the same exact thing I just said to you. If you get this warrant signed after you've been told by the prosecuting attorney in this county they will not prosecute it, I will not do business with you again. Okay?
Okay, that's a pretty serious threat.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it's a pretty serious threat. You're going to tell me that you're not going to respect my judgment and go to a judge.
I
Do
understand
with
your judgment.
what you will.
I
And I don't
understand-
give a fuck what you do. Okay, Jack?
No, you're not hearing me. I understand that you're not going to prosecute the case, and I understand your reason for it. I mean, we agree...
And what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that I don't want to give this girl back drugs.
Either do I,
So
Jack.
if you would
Guess
just,
what?
if you would
Guess
just
what?
hear
The
me
means
out...
don't justify the end.
Okay, well, I'll give her her drugs back then.
Go talk to your supervisor.
For what?
Go talk to your supervisor
About what?
about what you have to do about giving the car back. That's the South Burlington Police Department's decision. Okay? I spoke to your chief this morning, okay?
Okay.
And I made it very clear that that is not my role to advise your department what to do with somebody's property. My role is to look at a warrant to see if we think probable cause exists. In this case, we don't think we have it. We think there are major problems. I am telling you unequivocally that I will not prosecute this case.
Okay. So, like in the past, like I've been coming down to get search warrants, and like in this very search warrant, I was told to put it on a disc. What usually happens is I come down and I'm advised if there's ways to tweak or improve the search warrant, the way the facts are presented, not to twist the truth or make something untrue up. That's what you guys do. That's what you have done in the past. I've gotten over 50 search warrants, and that's what happens each time. That's why the state's attorneys are involved in this, to try to make the case the best prosecutable case that it can be.
Okay, Jack, and I'm telling you this. I am not prosecuting this case.
I understand that.
So why are we having this discussion?
I don't know.
And Jack, consider it what you will, but I don't think it's unreasonable for me. And frankly, I think it's my professional obligation to tell you. If you go around me after I'm telling you,
You already told me that.
well, I'm going to be very clear.
Okay.
If you go around me after I'm telling you I'm not going to get this warrant and I'm not going to prosecute this case, God forbid if you got this warrant, I will not use you as an officer because I will have lost complete trust in you.
Well, how's that a trust issue?
Because I'm telling you I'm not prosecuting the
I
case.
understand that. I understand that. It's very clear. I understand that. But why would that be a trust issue?
Figure it out for yourself, Jack.
I'm asking you. How would you not trust me because I went and got a search warrant? Because I didn't want to
Why are you going to get a search warrant when I'm not going to prosecute the case?
to prevent drugs from being sold in South
You
Burlington.
should talk to your supervisor.
I don't understand what my supervisor has to do with this.
Well, I'm telling you, you don't have probable cause.
Okay.
Okay? And I don't understand why, Jack, this is the way this works, okay? Guess what? You're going to be told no on occasion.
I understand that.
Well, you can't get all upset about it.
I'm not upset. You're the one swearing at me and
Just
screaming.
because we're back here now. We wasted time yesterday. We're back here again. I told you no. I've tried to explain our position, and you won't accept it.
Okay. If it was so clear cut, why did you have to ask 6 different attorneys?
Because, Jack, we don't want drugs out in this community either, okay? We share that same goal.
I thought you want to legalize drugs.
But at the end of it, see you later, Jack.
All right. Have a good day. I didn't think it was personal, but I guess it is now.